Have you ever wondered how Bruce Lee transformed himself from a traditional martial arts student into a revolutionary fighter who changed combat forever? What if I told you that Bruce Lee's journey from Wing Chun to Jeet Kune Do wasn't just about fighting, it was about breaking limits? Welcome to Techniques of Martial Arts. Today we take you deep into the powerful transformation of Bruce Lee, from a young student of Wing Chun to the legendary creator of Jeet Kune Do. Trust me, you'll want to watch until the end because we're uncovering the mindset, the training and the philosophy that made Bruce Lee unstoppable. Let's begin. 1. The Wing Chun Foundation. Bruce Lee starting point. Bruce Lee martial arts journey officially began in the streets of Hong Kong. At a young age, Bruce got involved in street fights and his parents realized he needed discipline, control and guidance. That when he discovered Wing Chun, an elegant and close combat system that emphasized speed, sensitivity and economy of motion. Under the legendary Grandmaster Ip Man, Bruce Lee trained rigorously in Wing Chun. But hear the truth, Bruce wasn't just a natural. He worked relentlessly. He practiced chi saw to develop sensitivity. He drilled chain punches over and over until his knuckles bled. He shadowboxed against imaginary opponents and analyzed every movement. But what drew Bruce to Wing Chun wasn't just the technique. It was the efficiency. Wing Chun taught Bruce that in a real fight there's no time for wasted motion, only direct explosive action. However, as Bruce grew older, something inside him began to stir. He started asking questions. Questions that many martial artists were too afraid to ask. Is this all there is? Is Wing Chun the only way? Why do traditional styles hold on to techniques that don't work in real life? These weren't just rebellious thoughts. They were the seeds of revolution. 2. The journey to America, breaking out of the mold. In 1959, Bruce Lee moved to the United States. He brought his Wing Chun knowledge with him and began teaching martial arts in Seattle. But this move wasn't just geographical, it was mental, emotional and philosophical. In America, Bruce was exposed to new cultures, different fighting styles and diverse perspectives. Boxing, wrestling, fencing, judo, karate, they all opened his mind. He began to see gaps in Wing Chun and other traditional systems. While most martial artists were clinging to ancient traditions, Bruce was questioning everything. He asked, why should I use a high block when it exposes my ribs? Why fight in a rigid stance when mobility is key? Why memorize patterns when real fights are chaotic? Bruce didn't want to be a collector of techniques. He wanted to understand combat, to feel it, live it and master it. It was here in the melting pot of America that Bruce began forging his own path. 3. The clash of styles. Bruce Lee versus tradition. Bruce opened the Junfan Kung Fu Institute and started developing his own system which incorporated Wing Chun as a foundation. But